Alrighty guys, so we're gonna go ahead and do service on this particular Cummins. It's got the filter on the side. Very simple. You're gonna need to take out a few things. I hope the camera's actually showing a decent angle here. We're gonna go ahead and remove the steps. We're gonna move this little fairing here, and then we're gonna get access to the actual DPF DOC combination. I'm gonna show you guys what to do, at least the way I do it. It's not the only way, but let's go from there. Okay, so I got to get the 1/2 inch now. If you can see that, sometimes it's a little slid over. Maybe driver hit something, I don't know. But we're gonna go ahead and loosen this up. We're gonna go ahead and take this out, like I said, just like that. Very simple, very straightforward. You're gonna go ahead and grab your Torx. This one's already been a little stripped. Somebody messed with it there. Let's see here, T20, 25. It's probably a 30 or a 35. So let's see what we have. Yeah, it's gonna be a 35, guys. So let me go grab that. I'll be back. Take that out. Take that out. Slide it over. There you go, guys. Okay, be right back. Alrighty, guys. So we have the right one, and it appears to be a T40. Let's see here. Yep, T40. So. Okay, if it does that, guys, stop. What I would advise you do is get something like this and then manually go ahead and loosen it up, because if not, you're gonna strip it like someone did over here. So not a big deal. Let's go ahead and get that.
There we go. That's nice. Same thing here. It's actually missing one down here, but I'm not gonna worry about that just yet.
Alrighty, guys, so if you're familiar with this, I'm going to pull the camera out. So if you're familiar with this particular setup, you're going to understand that this is going to be your DOC, your DPF, and that's the outlet. So your only two filters we're going to service today are going to be DOC and DPF, but we're going to pull this entire thing out. You may have to get some of these accessories out of the way just so you can gain better access to it. So this clamp is going to come out. This clamp is going to come out. Now keep in mind, you are going to have to clock it in the same position. If you're looking at this, it's not directly straight up. It's more at about maybe a 1 o'clock, almost a 2 o'clock position. So that's going to be important. Also, this is going to be at about a 12 o'clock. So you want to make sure that you position them at the right position, or at the right position. God, I'm literally repeating myself, guys. So you're going to make sure you want to clock them the right way. So the same way you took them out is the same way you want to put them in. What I usually do is I'll install that correctly. And on this particular one, I'll leave it loose because you can actually kind of move it as you need it. So you'll figure that out as you go along. Sometimes you might need to move some others around, but for the most part, we're gonna drop this entire thing right now. Let me just get a better look and see what I need to do. If these clamps break, not a big deal. You can always replace them. They do break because of the heat. So when you're bringing out your 7/16 or 3/8 or whatever it is, these tend to break. Same thing goes for that one over there. So let me see what I can do. I'm gonna try to put some WD-40 or something like that, just kind of loosen everything up. We're gonna drop everything and we're gonna go from there. So I'll be back. Alrighty, guys, as I mentioned, we're gonna go ahead and get these brackets out of the way. So what I think is gonna be easier, if you pull these 3 bolts right here, you're gonna have 3/4, boom, boom. That's gonna loosen that up. Underneath, you're gonna have this bracket. Hopefully I can show you guys that. That is gonna be a little different setup. There we go. Well, that would explain it. So this is loose. Obviously it's missing. Same thing, 3/4 over there at the far end, and that should pretty much release this whole thing. You're gonna get a floor jack. We usually use like a transmission one, and that way when we loosen up these straps, it'll drop it down and we can get better access to it. So for right now, what I want to do, guys, is this. It should be 3/4. You're gonna need to take these out right here. Hopefully the camera shows it. 1, 2, 3, same thing, 1, 2, 3, and this will come out, and then we'll worry about this last. So,
all right, where the hell did it go? Well, I can always get it later, guys, but you get the idea. So you're gonna want to do the same thing there on all of them. So. There you go, guys. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Ah, shit. Okay, I'll find it later. So, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side.
Now I went ahead and left one bolt at the top because while I go to the bottom one and I loosen that up, I don't want this bracket to fall on me. And again, real simple, just leave one up on top. While you're going down underneath, you're gonna get your 3/4 impact, your 3/4 wrench, loosen that up, and then at that point you can come back and take care of the other part.
All right, guys, so we're gonna loosen that up again. Hopefully the camera's gonna show that one. It's gonna be 3/4. That's gonna loosen this up, and then we'll go back on top and take care of it from there. So, let's see if we can get this in there. Hopefully I can record it. Good angle here, guys. Alright, now I'm getting pissed here. Hold on. Alright, out we go. What's up, Antonio? Yeah? Alright, let's look at this. Let's do it.
Alrighty, guys, so now the good part is we're gonna go ahead and get the actually I take that back. You gotta disconnect some things. This harness is gonna stay over there. This is gonna come with us and you can worry about taking it apart later. Right now what I wanna do is just simply focus on carefully disconnecting this here. You're gonna have 2 little plugs here on the side and that's it. So this stays on that side of the truck. Ya estuvo. Nomás es quitar estos de aquí. ¿Qué son 916? Okay, so we're gonna get the transmission jack underneath. We're gonna go ahead and loosen this up. That'll drop everything. And then carefully we're gonna start removing some sensors because some of the sensors, we don't want them to get stripped out. So let's get that going and we'll go from there. Alrighty, guys, so you're gonna wanna do something like this. This is what we do. Whatever works for you guys, it doesn't matter. You know, there's, again, no right or wrong way. So you're gonna get your transmission jack underneath. You're gonna support it. You're gonna loosen up these straps. Now I do need to go underneath on the other side because there are 2 look like cotter pins. So I'm gonna show you those right now in a second. We're gonna pull those. That'll loosen this up and then slowly kind of drop and pull this thing out of the way and then start taking it apart and go from there. So I'm gonna try to show you as best I can how to do it. Again, not entirely difficult, but just takes a little bit of patience and we'll go from there. So let me go up underneath. You're gonna need some pliers. Let's see what we got, guys. Hold on. There we go. So if you can see that here, you're gonna have this pin. You're gonna have the same thing on the other side. You can actually just do that. Turn it and remove it with your hand. The pin comes out and that's it. Chavo, ¿agarra esto? Okay, voy por el otro lado. So at this point, this thing is pretty much loose and ready to go. We just got to loosen up a few more things and that's it. So let's see what we have here, guys. So same thing here. You're gonna flip around, turn that pin, pull it. There's that. Here's that. Chavo. Alrighty, so this is pretty much loose and ready to go. Same thing on the other side. Let's go back out where we came from and go from there, guys. Here we go. Hold on. Sorry. Alrighty. Oops. There we go. So now you get the idea. We're going to loosen these straps up again. This is pretty much ready to come out. So there we go. Loosen that up. Let me put this on correctly. Hold on, guys. So loosen that up. Put that back so you don't lose it. Put that there. And this thing is ready literally to just drop right out. Thank you. Dale, chavo, bájalo. So hopefully you guys can see this. I'm trying to get you the best angle possible. There we go. Okay, espérate. This is typically going to get caught, so you may need to kind of tilt it. You're going to see over here it's doing the same thing. So, a ver, súbelo. Okay. Ahora sí. Now go ahead and bájalo. All right, guys. So now you can go ahead and drop it at this point. So you're going to have to kind of wiggle it. Dale para atrás. There we go. Okay. Dale para abajo y para atrás. Okay. Dale para atrás. And we're just going to simply walk it back. And that's pretty much it, guys. So now the fun part, we're going to go ahead and start taking this thing apart, but we got to take out these sensors. This is going to come out. We're going to loosen up. I think it's going to be a 17, 17, 17. Be careful with these. Take them out. Then we're going to go ahead and start basically separating. So again, this is going to be your DOC, DPF, and this is going to be the outlet side. So that's pretty much that. So let me go ahead and turn this off, position this as best I can, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, guys, so here we go. So now hopefully we are giving you guys a decent shot, a good aerial shot of what's going on. These are your pressure. This is your pressure sensor. This looks like it's already been replaced. You don't really have to do very much here. Again, this needs to come out, which will pretty much let this entire assembly come loose. You are going to need to loosen this one up, and they should come out together as a unit. If you have to loosen this up, you just simply push on this little release clip, and it should let you pop that down. Same thing on the back side. Do the same thing there. Push it. These little tabs are going to open up, and this will come out if you need to do that. If you don't, then don't worry about it. You're going to kind of figure that out as you go along. And that's pretty much it, guys. So let me get this thing set up as best I can to show you guys the best thing possible. And then we got to get it to go get service. So again, we are going to service the DOC, the DPF. This is an outlet, just a shell. So I'm going to show you guys all that in a second. Let me get ready here, and we're all set. Ya están flojos, huh? So somebody might have worked on that already, which is why they're pretty easy to get out. Normally they're a lot more difficult. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there we go. So yeah, somebody definitely worked on this before. Van a ser puro 17 acá. And you really can't go wrong with it, guys. I just want to show you. This is 18, ¿verdad? Yeah, toma. So you really can't go wrong with it, because again, you're going to have your outlet temp sensor, your middle temp sensor, and then your inlet temp sensor. So these are all kind of by length, so you almost can't mess it up. But if you need to mark it, mark it. Este después, mira, cuando quitamos este. Pásame el ratchet. Vas a ocupar aquí, creo que es el 10. Yeah. So these sensors are good. Always, in my opinion, take a look at the sensors. If you see that they're bent or they've got a lot of soot, then something else might be going on. I don't see this one. Just normal amount of soot, which I guess is a good thing. ¿Es 8 o 10? Yes. Okay. Pásame el ratchet para bajar este. El eléctrico. No, pásame la pistola. Mejor, la eléctrica. Esa. Ese es tu dado. Thank you. See, all this is going to come out. Now you can pull this out carefully. Okay, this is the tube for the inlet. This would be a good time, guys, to make sure that there's no obstructions in here, because sometimes soot can get stuck inside the DPF sensor, the differential pressure sensor, and it can definitely mess up your numbers. So this would be a great time to go ahead and blow it out with some shop air. Make sure you have no obstructions. You can pull this out from here and do the same thing. Either way, you are good to go. So, yeah, ese siempre es shorty. Ay, güey. Estuvo. Alrighty, so now's a good time. Let's go ahead and loosen this up. This will remove the end cap, give it a good inspection, do the same thing there, and then we're gonna go ahead and separate everything, and that's it. Then we're gonna send this thing out to get serviced. We should have it back tomorrow morning. Turnaround time is typically about 24 hours, depending on how busy they are and how much they may have to clean it. But either way, that's what we're gonna do with this. And that's it. ¿Esta qué será? 916 o es metric?
Es la
13?
13.
Ok. Déjame agarrar una. Alrighty, guys, so you got the general idea. So you're gonna go ahead and loosen that up. I would do one side at a time, so work on one side, loosen that up. It's a 13 mil. Sometimes it's a little bit different, but just to give you, again, a general picture, a general overview. ¿Qué busca la pistola? Dale. Okay, Chavo's gonna go ahead and loosen that up. Dale. Vamos a ocupar un desarmador, ¿verdad? Yeah. Okay. Ahorita regreso. All right, guys, let me grab a screwdriver. All right, guys, so everything's loosened up now. You're gonna see we're just gonna need something like this to pop it up. Do the same thing on the other side. And then the last third side, and that's it. So this is done, this is out. This should be clean, which looks pretty decent. Again, looks like somebody might have already worked on this. I don't know how long ago. Let's move that out of the way. Permíteme un segundo. Se lo voy a poner nuevos todos modos. These are the old gaskets. They actually don't look too bad, but these are a one and done, fellas. ¿Qué hay que hacer? Dale ahí. All right there. That's it. Okay. Ooh. There you go, guys. So that's the face of the DOC inlet. It doesn't look anything out of the ordinary, nothing bad, nothing strange. And that's the DOC outlet. So DOC inlet, DOC outlet, DPF, the face of the DOC, I'm sorry, the face of the DPF. A ver, permítame. Se rompe, se rompe. Okay, ahí está bien. And that's it, guys. So I got this thing all, well, Chavo and I got this thing all taken apart. We're gonna go ahead and send these things to get baked and cleaned out and all that good stuff. That's pretty much it from there. So I'll keep you all posted. This is part one of the video. Part two is when this is all done. We'll put all back together. We're gonna show you how to reset the code with using Insight. And that's pretty much it, guys. So again, part one, if you like it, if it's helpful, thumbs up, like, subscribe. Appreciate it.